do I need to make a roll or anything for that? Or...
No.
No. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
6. Sweet deal. Thanks.
Yep.
Kine is up.
All right. He's going to call Gorham to back away.
Okay.
Seeing that they're going off and doing their own thing, he's going to 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Order. Is that the hurt one?
That's Matthias.
Yeah,
Yes.
So he's going to order both of them behind him,
Okay.
and the other 4 can keep doing their thing, and then he's going to roll his spinning axes towards it.
Okay.
And let's see. If it's a minor action, I can toss the berry that I got
Yep.
to Gorham.
Yep, you can. So he can heal. Yep.
Roll axe away. 24.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
This is there.
Which one are you trying to hit, by the way?
The one in front of him.
Okay. Got it. All right. The Broodmother. 2 attack will try to attack Halasair. The other one will try to attack Gorham. The other one will try to attack Cedric. Here are the attack rolls.
I called Gorham back, unless he's not able to be.
Oh, yes, he can fall back. Sorry. In that case, the tentacles will 2 on Halasair, 2 on Cedric.
Okay.
So, first on Cedric is 17, followed by a 21.
Yep.
Halasair, 24, followed by a 22.
Ooh, yeah.
Damage-wise. Cedric, first hit, 16, second hit, 13. Halasair, first hit, 18, second hit, 16. Esbjorn is going to attempt to attack the Broodmother, but he's going to have less of a attack. 10. No, he misses, unfortunately. He's too scared. Andrea, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna try and cast Fireball. I'm gonna try.
At what?
At the spaces in front of Hallie. So.
Okay. To not hit Hallie?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like it's 4x4, so like that.
Alright, go ahead.
So
Let's see
we'll
it.
try. We'll try. Don't worry, I did it.
Roll for damage.
Okay, they can do Dex Acrobatics versus 19 right now.
I don't think the Broodmother is particularly acrobatic, but she'll try.
Alright, you never know.
Nope. Roll away.
Then they're prone to.
Yep.
Right, roll.
17 points of damage.
Yep.
In that area of effect. Okay. In that case, that kills 2 of our tentacles and does 17 damage to what's her face. So 2 of the tentacles are down with that big of fire.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's for my ankle. That's for the ankle.
Okay, give it a high hand touch. High
High
hand.
hand touching. And then I'd like to do heroism on Gorham because he's all booed up. So.
Good idea.
He's got a boo boo.
Razikyne moves up.
Shut up, Kevin.
Cedric, you're up.
All right.
You saw this big fireball in front of you, but it didn't hurt you.
There's only one place that could have come from. Cedric is going to charge the Broodmother.
Okay,
Do
go
it.
for it. Roll an attack roll. 20 will hit. Roll for damage.
That's 4 stun points, so Mighty Blow and Pierce Armor again.
Very good. You're gonna need it. Let's see you take her out. Third. Wow.
The 4 points is
Nice.
penetrating.
Nice. Very good hit. Still alive, but a very good hit.
That's awesome.
That is amazing.
That was delightful.
Halasair. You're up, Halasair.
Okay. Well, I can't do that much, but I am also going to charge in, which once again gives everyone in my aura that is an enemy a -1.
-1.
Yes. And here's attack of 21.
That'll hit. Roll for damage. Oh, now it's getting good.
24.
24.
Nice.
Perfect. You're whittling away at her.
Yield!
Kenna, you're up.
Sorry, my eardrum.
Yeah, me too.
Could I'm going to drop my invisibility and I'm going to go
Yes.
up next to Esbjorn, and can I make like an animal handling check
Yes.
to drop his fear?
Yes, you may. Go ahead.
I'm going to tell him that we're not going to run away this time, and that if we die, I'm going to race into the sky.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Alright, here we go. 13.
He starts to come out of it, but you think that you need a little bit more coursing in the next round to
Okay.
completely lift his courage, lift his spirits. Theoben, you're up.
Okay, Theo's gonna move forward to get a clear shot at the mother. And I'd
You
like
may.
to toss a Venus Truth grenade at her.
Very nice.
Whoa.
Make a
What kind of check
Make
is
a-
that?
Venus Truth grenade is going to be an attack roll because you're using it on your. This is one of your area of effect spell.
Yep.
Oh, area of effect poisons, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yep. So we're making a regular attack roll. I just need you to hit her AC to strike at the intended target.
Okay. 16?
16 will hit. All right.
Okay,
So
so-
damage and what the effects are.
Venus Truth burns away all their armor.
Nice. You need that.
Yep.
Okay. 0 armor.
Yep.
Nice.
And roll for damage.
Good job.
Good job. You need that.
Yep.
And then Kine will be next. 8 damage. Had you not used your Venus Truth, that would have done 0 damage. Kine.
He'll order the dwarves to stay fast, propel those few remaining children, and he's going to spin his blades around a bunch more. And
Go
number
ahead.
one, desperate to show off. But we'll see.
Well, let's say that you, just as a flourish, you were able to get that point. So what happens? We'll say that you got your stun points, Kine,
Oh, okay.
just for the coolness factor of it. Now that the group has been rejuvenated, we'll say that you got an inspiration point that you decided to use at this moment.
Yes.
So why don't you describe for us what he does,
Okay.
what Kine does?
So he takes his one axe, he spins it around, he throws it really high in the air, and it kind of disappears from sight. And he takes the other two, spins them around, arcing sideways, and he does this. Not again. But then, as he's bowing like his head, the other two cut through his target, return to his hands. He shoots them, and the last one catches in front. Three axe damages going in.
Nice.
Nice.
So I'll need two more attack rolls.
Don't.
That will hit. Roll for damage for each one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, Your Highness, would you like to give us a cinematic of how you slayed the mother?
Nice.
Give us a well-deserved cinematic.
Let's have the axes actually stick into her, and he's not sure where they're at, and he just keeps summoning them back to him. And from 3 different angles, the axes come spinning out, ripping through the chest, and then the head, and then they're covered in gore, and he kind of dodges them way back to avoid getting splashed, but summons them back again as he collapses to the grounds.
There you go.
Beautifully well done. Now, after King Kine does his killing blow against the mother, she has some last words from her dying breath. Unless you really want to shut her up, but from a story standpoint, you might want to listen to what she has to say, but that's up to you. So she starts breathing heavily. It looks like that death is upon her, and it's her essence is slipping away from her writhing, disgusting, infested body. The smell of sulfur and rotten eggs fill the air, which is, where her puddles of blood is around her. And she says, oh, if you've sided with the architect, you're fools. You have no idea who you're dealing with. For it is he, after all, who started the fifth blight in the first place. That is a lie, that Razikyne will say. And she will spit at the creature. Started the fifth blight in the first place, Gorum asks repeatedly. The mother kind of just sneers without responding.
If she's still not dead yet, Theo's gonna throw an arrow at her. Shoot one.
You
Straight
shoot
through
an.
the neck.
Yep, you shoot an arrow. It impales right through her forehead, and then she spazzes a little bit before her body falls, and all of her tentacles go limp onto the ground.
What?
Started the fifth blight.
That's some concerning information. I think we
Yes.
need to talk to this architect. Very much.
I agree.
Do not believe a word she says. She's just trying to spread lies, the Razikyne says.
Well, if it is a lie, then let the architect himself defend it.
Yes. My experience with him is he's brutally honest. He doesn't even mind telling you the terrible things that he's done, so you could ask.
Hallie's just gonna go about doing last rites.
Queen, Razikyne says, may I borrow your axe?
Yes.
Thank
She'll-
you.
She'll offer it over, but you could pretty much see the giant question mark above her head.
Razikyne will go over to the body of the mother with the axe. She
That
has
works.
a very big look of contempt. And then she swings it down and chops off her head. Grabs the top of her head and then puts it in her pack.
Shit.
I thought nothing else was in there.
With the mother down, the rest of her Darkspawn will be unorganized. They will be a lot more vulnerable. Coming back from whence we came should be easier.
I don't want to be that guy, but could I just take a small vial of her blood before you take the head away?
Maker's breath. Can I at least finish giving her final rites before we continue to draw and quarter her?
Razikyne nods, and she will hand back the axe to you.
She'll put away the axe, and it's Hallie, so she just says a couple quick words. All sins are forgiven. All crimes pardoned. Let no soul harbor guilt. Let no soul hunger for justice. By the way, Maker's will, I decree harmony in all these things. Let balance be restored. The world given eternal life.
Wait. So all you have to do to be free of anything you did in your life is to die? This thing is done. That should be for quite a long time.
I don't personally think it should be that easy, but we're not here to do this. So the head, Razzie?
She says, "You can collect some if you like. There's way more over there." And she points to the rest of the body that's full of. This is where Cedric punched him here. This is where this axe from Kyne hit there. That's the other axe over there. Like,
Well,
there's...
without being too crude, there's more that I can collect from the head.
She will take it back out.
Right, Theo's just gonna take it and go into his little corner with a pair of tweezers and a vial.
Okay.
I collect various liquids that I won't go into.
Well, while that's happening, I'll heal whoever needs healing. I can do that.
Arrow scares me sometimes, she says, out loud.
Not as scary as the mother or those emissary things, but
Here you go. He'll return it back to Razikyne. It looks significantly drier than when he took it.
Ugh.
I believe Gorham.
Gorham
What
needs
was-
healing, yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
him take a couple hits.
Yeah, Gorham looked in pretty bad shape during that fight. He took a lot for his king.
Well, if he'll let me, I'll heal him.
Of course. Very well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Okay,
Sure.
well, that was just to cast a spell.
Okay.
17 in healing?
Yep.
Nice.
He looks much better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So
Kenna,
we're done
how long
here.
do these berries last?
24 hours.
24 hours.
So she pops them both right now.
Yeah, Cedric would also do that as well.
They taste very good, and they heal 1d6 per berry. Very satisfying.
Theo's also gonna explore the corpses of the children and take the toxins from them as well.
You may do so. You may do so. Roll a
Poison?
poison. One for the mother and one for the children, please.
Okay, well, he's gonna do it to 2 or 3 children, depending on how many corpses there are.
Okay. Then we'll say 3 for the children, 1 for the mother.
So Hallie's going to actually approach Andrea.
Okay.
How is she looking?
Other than my ankle, I haven't been hurt, so.
Well, the ankle specifically is what I'm referring to.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask how my ankle is. I don't know.
Ankle's
Alright.
twisted. You probably just, need to try to stay off of it as much as you can. Perhaps somebody can carry you back.
God.
I'm sure that Esbjorn wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I was just gonna suggest it. It's a little better than being carried damsel in distress style, so.
Hey man, it could have
Could
been
be very
piggyback.
romantic if done
Guys,
correctly.
I'm really tough. I just have weak ankles.
Okay, Achilles.
There goes the piggyback rides, I guess. No.
So, for the mother, I got a 13, and for the 3 children, 12, 21, and 16.
All right. The mother, you get 2 doses of something, whatever ends up coming out of that
Blech.
poison. 2 doses. From the children, you will have a total of 4, 7, 9 doses of something. We'll figure that out later.
Okay.
So 2 doses from the mother, 9 doses from the children.
Cedric would go over to the bear and just kind of scratch behind his ears.
Animal handling, please.
Uh-oh.
Communication.
Yeah.
11.
11.
Average.
Okay.
He kind of resists a little bit, but then he eases into it slowly.
You did good, buddy.
Good job. You did well with those eggs. I saw it.
Well, Your Highness, Gorham says, shall we be returning back?
Not just yet. I know this is a great victory, and we've dealt with these, less than reputable Darkspawn. But I think we should meet with his architect, especially to hear if his claims about the fifth blight being his responsibility or not. You can take them in, though, if you want to get the head start on me. Take a rest. I think these people here will be able to watch over me just fine.
The Legion, you may go. I will stay by my king.
Knew you would.
Okay,
Am I that
Matthias,
predictable?
you have to be careful. You're still weak. Doctor's orders.
Oh, dear.
Razikyne will escort you guys again the 2 days journey back to where you originally met up. The Legion of the Dead will make their way back towards home. And for the time being, Gorham will stay behind. King Kine, the group will take you to another Tig that the small city of Darkspawn have moved into and have making it their residence. You will be very shocked and surprised. Well, actually, are you doing a neutral? You're doing a neutral meeting. You're not actually taking them into the. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So Razikyne will say that she will go back and speak with the architect, and we'll meet up with you guys at your neutral ground area.
Okay.
And during the time that you guys have agreed upon, this figure will appear with a small group of other Darkspawn with him, along with Razikyne. He is rather tall, probably about 10 feet tall, slender, and when he arrives, he will greet you all and say, I see that you have successfully found your king. His Highness
King Kine, architect.
King Kine, ruler of the Children of the Stone, I greet you. I can be referred to as the architect in your tongue.
Well, I would say it's a pleasure to meet you, but I'm not entirely sure that's the case. See, we heard while we were slaughtering that big bubbly, tentacly, somewhat unpleasant creature. Well, I'll just come right out and say it. It'll kind of hamper and really strongly influence my decision making if you are in fact the source, as she claimed, of the fifth blight.
Ah, I see. I will not lie to you. That is not completely false, but it also is not completely true either. My goal is to end the blights completely. Our goal is to try to free ourselves from the pull of the archdemon. I had found a way to awaken my brethren so that they no longer are enslaved and have the freedom to choose for themselves their path. I thought I could take this one step further and apply the awakening to the dormant archdemons as well. If the archdemons were also cured of this as well, then thus no more future blights would occur. This, however, came with a lot of risks behind it, including inadvertently awakening an archdemon and starting the blight. At the time, however, I strongly believed that the benefits outweighed the possible risks, and thus I went to attempt to prevent a future blight, and ironically, it failed. Thus, the archdemon awoke and the fifth blight began. To say that I am very sorry for such a situation is an understatement, but I cannot change the past anymore. All I can be is transparent to my previous actions and attempt to move forward.
And what are these steps forward? I hear tell from these that you are looking to be simply left alone. Is that the case?
At minimum, yes. At minimum, we would like to be free to build our societies in order to allow ourselves to be completely free from the calling. By doing the awakening, we can continue to bring more of the Darkspawn into the fold, and therefore slowly make the deep roads safer. The idea is that eventually all Darkspawn will be willing to work towards this ideal, thus hopefully allowing for both Darkspawn and dwarves alike to build their own empires in the deep roads once again, with no longer fear from being attacked by either faction. I don't know how realistic that's going to be, Gorham says. Just being realistic here.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard sell, especially in Orzammar, and, well, your nearby neighbors aren't particularly pleased with how you've been, your fellows have been assaulting them.
Of course, I understand that the wound cuts very deep, and it will be hard for even time itself to heal. But that doesn't stop me from at least trying. I have already, as I said, made a few allies outside of the Darkspawn, including the Wardens and the people that you see here. Hopefully, that will prove that there is some hope that this idea could work, if the cards are played correctly. At best, we are willing to form an alliance with the dwarves. Kal-Sharok does not seem to be very compliant to such things. If Orzammar is willing to form such an alliance, we would be willing to trade resources. However, if you feel that this would be compromising to your throne, we can instead have an alliance in secret and simply agree to not harm the other. We cannot stay here, unfortunately, because the people of Kal-Sharok are still attacking us, thinking that we are a threat, which is why we were hoping that we might be able to move and migrate to an area closer near Orzammar itself, and be allowed to build our city there in peace, whether or not it is public to the rest of the Children of the Stone.
I think the only way this can work is for Orzammar to be in the dark, because there's no way they would accept this, and they would no way they would accept Kine to lead them if we brokered such an agreement.
In the meantime, we of course are still enemies of the Darkspawn that have not awakened. We certainly can also serve as a first line of defense for any of them that try to make their way towards Orzammar's vicinity.
Well, it's a lot to think about. I had a very favorable experience with a Grey Warden once. Sanaya, yes.
Yeah.
She was impressive. And if it is true what you say, that they of any, are supporting your efforts. I mean, they pledged themselves to your eradication.
2 of them have. That is the only reason we were able to go through the awakening successfully, is because of the 2. They are trying to rally more under their banner as well. However, as you can imagine, most Grey Wardens would be hesitant to ally with the Darkspawn, just like you say most of the dwarves are hesitant to ally with us as well. It is a bitter pill to swallow, I understand, but it is what we are offering, and are hoping to come to some sort of agreement for the sake of peace in the deep roads.
I and my people could certainly do with a nice long span of peace. It's been far too much death and not enough anything good.
Yes.
My lord, Gorham says, you realize that Paragon-elect also is expecting us to take care of something for him. Do we plan on returning back and saying anything to him, reporting anything back to him?
I think so. It will not be incorrect or false to say that we have dealt with the Darkspawn in the area, and you will no longer be troubled by them. This would be correct.
You
We
might-
can-
You might still be able to bring a head back. We do have the head
Just-
of the mother.
Just not the right head.
Has he
So did
seen
It
the
was she.
architect?
None of you know if he's
Yeah.
actually seen the architect. He knows that all you know is that he knows that there is a leader of the Darkspawn called the Architect, but you're not sure if he's seen him before. The
Oh.
Architect will respond to Kyne's question and says, if you manage to slay the mother, then yes, everyone underneath her will be disorganized. It'll be a lot easier to be able to clean them out from the deep roads, and also easier for us to awaken them in the process.
What sort of evidence could you provide? Something I can bring back to Kal-Sharok to demonstrate that the problem has been dealt with.
He thinks for a moment. I'm not sure if there's any specific proof other than hopefully less attacks, if any attacks, against Kal-Sharok. For these attacks surely are not coming from us.
Do you feel he would take the head of the mother as proof?
I don't know. Has he ever... How much does he know about me personally?
I don't know. You've never seen him, I presume.
If I did, I would not know it was him. All of the Kal-Sharok dwarves look the same to me.
We had this like crazy mohawk.
Mohawk. Have hair that went like that.
Again, I don't remember if I have seen such a thing. I tend to not leave my city as often as I can.
It's a fair assumption then that he has heard the name and not seen. I'm sure that a lot more of a fuss would have been made had Paragon-elect have seen the architect in person.
All right. Well, that Harlequin sort of person ran off with the head. That's something we can obtain. That should be proof enough.
She has it with her. She's there.
Razi,
Yes.
I know you don't want to give it up, but this could be a good way for peace.
You want to give this to the dwarves? The tattooed dwarves?
This is to aid the non-tattooed dwarves, the one that has helped you.
And you and your people.
Very well. She pulls out her pouch and he hands you a sack.
Just Razi.
Only because the king is a handsome one.
He
she
is. Right.
Huh.
Next wine.
Wife number 8.
Oh, I'm sensing magic. How do you sing somebody's getting married in Ultimine?
Oh god, oh god.
I ship Razikyne.
Razikyne, oh.
Razikyne.
I love it. I love it.
Razikyne, nice.
Run.
Run.
Sounds like it's time to go. Yeah.
Cedric will cover your escape.
What say you about our offer, your highness, Mr. King Kine?
Above all, I have to look out for my people.
As do I.
Right. I care little for traditions or what is supposed to be. I am really here to do whatever it takes to give my people a chance to rebuild and to enjoy a bit of peace and prosperity for once in a century. I think this will lead to that. If you keep your end of the bargain, you stay well away from major trade routes, from areas where anyone might come across you, and at least for a good few decades, I think, while the rest of the world can start to deal with this, let the Grey Wardens promote and add more to their ranks who support you, then there might come a time when we can, together, see the world and call it ours. But for the moment, yes, Orzammar is silently your ally.
A secret alliance. What would be the best method for us to communicate with you if necessary? I do not think that any of my messengers can simply walk up to your doorway.
Is there anyone you would trust, King Kine, to be an ambassador? Someone who could communicate regularly with these Darkspawn?
What about you, Mr. Solney? Gorham says.
Me.
Sounds like you're looking for a new bit of work. I think you and your friends... This might be... Well... You're busy with larger things, I know, tracking down this man. But to be a liaison, I mean, you're the ones who first came across these and gave them a chance. I couldn't think of anyone else who would be the perfect in-between than this group here.
Admittedly, no. I can't.
Well then, unless we think of something better, I think we have our ambassadors.
Very well. Through Mr. Solney, we can speak terms at a later time of the alliance. Mr. King Kine, we can speak about secret trade if you wish. My people have been in the deep roads for quite some time. I'm sure we can inform you of mineral deposits, lyrium deposits nearby as well. We do not have much to offer, but perhaps the information can help both of our houses. And as I said, if we sense any particular hostile Darkspawn activity, we will be sure to inform you.
Well, this was not at all what I was expecting, nor how I foresaw this day ending. But I think I'm pleasantly surprised. And Theoben, you and your friends you've done a good deed here today. There's no doubt.
I thank you for your leap of faith. Your companions spoke very highly of you, and I must say that it has surpassed my expectations.
I hope this is a bright future for both of us. It's a time of turmoil, and I'll take all the friends in whatever form they come in that Orzammar can have. He reaches out his hand.
Architect looks down towards it, and he also reaches his hand out for a shake. Firm handshake.
From both parties, yes.
Thank you, Child of the Stone.
You're welcome.
Razikyne turns towards Andrea and says, "No need for the signal anymore."
Okay, I'll count it as retracted.
Okay. So, what do you guys want to do? Now you probably only have to deal with Kal-Sharok.
Yay.
Yeah.
King Kine, how pressing is it for you to meet with the Paragon elect, if I can ask?
To be honest, I wouldn't mind him having to wait around a little bit.
I think I like you.
Yes. Well, if we go the roundabout routes, take our time, visit with my wives, and we'll get back to him in a little while. That his problem is resolved. They've been waiting long enough, I suppose.
Yes. They're interesting ladies.
Which... Hmm?
That they're goddesses.
Which does bring us around to another important topic, that being Sebian Hanek, who is currently, as I am led to understand, being very friendly with your wives.
Very friendly.
Let me guess, Gorham says, Diva?
Yes.
Oh, Diva.
Well, looks like I'll have to have a conversation with the man and dig a little deeper as to how he came across the Anvil of the Void. You say he's not
Yes.
one to be trusted, and that I should keep a close eye on him.
Yes.
I think so.
I would advise extra caution. I have spent many years with the man, and he is a dangerous fellow.
Well, I've had some experience with dangerous fellows, and
I should hope so.
I think I'll know what to do. But I appreciate this. Like I said, it was very unexpected to arrive here and Ben and you and Bear, and like this is welcomed. It's a good story to tell, and the Portia and the others will be, well, most of them. They'll enjoy this, and I'll enjoy a bit of peace and wrestle with the knowledge that there are talking Darkspawn who've been awakened in our world, and I've made an alliance with them.
Sounds like interesting pillow talk.
Yes.
The choices of a king, huh? Responsibilities.
Yes.
Not
I
a short
do
while
intend-
ago. Yeah. Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
do intend to return to Orzammar to see you when this is all done. If you'll welcome me back.
Ah, you're welcome to come, of course. Just keep the peanuts away, right?
Right. All right.
And
Any other allergies I should be aware of?
maybe Darkspawn spit is probably something he wants.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll think of something else.
I think my major concern just not a decade ago was where I was going to be sleeping at night, finding somewhere warm. And here I am, King of Orzammar. Very strange. But, well, I think we'll head back, and we'll be in close contact. No doubt, with this new alliance, keeping an eye on this man, this person who has dared creep into my kingdom and my harem.
Mm.
It's been a pleasure. And to fight along your side, to come to such a conclusion, it's inspiring.
It
I'm
is
very
at
grateful.
that. Thank you.
Your Majesty,
will.
if it makes you feel any better, Portia didn't seem to believe anything Sevian was saying. Just so you know.
She is the queen. There's no doubt about that.
Mm.
Yeah. Half of the harem were buying it, the other half were not. Portia would be definitely not buying it.
Yeah.
Okay. Gorham will nod at everyone and say, "Thank you again. This has been an extremely educational experience."
You and yours fought well, warrior. Thank you.
And thank you for looking after Matthias. He normally does not seek for help. It sort of is a blow to his ego.
Oh.
But I know that he was appreciative.
You're welcome.
So we'll stay in touch, and perhaps if you continue to make waves as you're doing, perhaps I'll see you at the election and the choice of the new king.
Count on that.
Yes.
Ali will just be there to make sure Sevian doesn't get it.
Yeah, just, yeah. Just,
While this is happening, you can return back to the realm of the Darkspawn, of the Architect, and Fergus will be there to greet you upon return. He looks a lot less tired than he did before. "You've come back," he says.
was there a doubt?
No, I was just hoping that you kept all... Not with Bellum by your side, no.
I like Bellum. I like it a lot.
I can see that, he says. He's definitely has been protecting me very well down here in the deep woods.
Yes, he has. Hasn't he? All right, you can have him back. But you owe me. You owe me, Fergie.
Very well, Hallie, of course. We have much to catch up on. Starting now, he says.
Sounds good.
What have you been doing this entire time? What happened? Is Andrea in this conversation too?
I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you
Been
about to say
around.
something? Okay.
Well, I've been around.
It's a very long story for both of us, I'm sure. The long and short of me, you know what? No, I want to know what happened to you first. What happened to you?
I don't know if you remember, but Sister Malal was going on a missionary, and I was to accompany her. That's where we were when our family's estate was attacked. We tried to return there as quickly as possible, but by that point the Hows had already taken over
Yes.
Kuzlan Castle. Their men were all over the grounds. There was no way that we could find out who survived, if any. It took years, many years, for us to even gain a hint at some of the people who survived. Unfortunately, at that point, any information about both you and Andrea were lost, and the only way I could move forward was to come to some sort of belief that hopefully you both managed to find yourselves back with the Maker. and are living peacefully. But finding you here, living and breathing, is just as good, if not better, he says.
For me too.
Have you seen Mother Malal by any chance?
She made Mother. I haven't, but
I take it you have not gone to New Denerim recently.
not for years.
She is the head of the chantry there.
Really?
I'm sure she would love to see you if you ever decide to visit.
I would like that. I would like that a lot.
Yes, me too.
Sorry that I sort of assumed the both of you were dead. I didn't have any leads, and
Be at peace. You're not. There is not one of us who didn't think the other's dead.
Right.
It's just really nice to be wrong.
and quite surprising to see that the both of you found each other as well.
Indeed, the Maker works in mysterious ways.
Andrea's getting all this maker stuff, and she definitely doesn't believe. So she's just like, yeah, I guess. Just-
If you do end up going to New Denerim, keep an eye on one of the council members there. I don't know if you know, but one of them is a How.
Really?
yes,
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
I don't know how I feel about that. However, it is not my place to voice any strong opinions against them.
Yes, I'm a little worried about the council in general because Kane's
Why
another
say,
member. So, yeah. um. Yes, I will keep an eye out for him.
Definitely.
So, tell me, if you want to, out of just for the interest of time, if you just want to like say that you gave him a rough
Yeah. Then.
explanation of what's been going on with you, you can do that to
Totally.
save time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite a life you both have had. Halaser, you becoming a warrior priest of Andraste, and you a gladiator champion, Andrea. That's amazing. But
She is amazing.
but not so amazing for you to be a slave. There has to be a way for you to pull yourself away from that, unless that is certainly something that you want to do for the rest of your life.
Still being the guidance.
No, I don't think so. No, not for the rest of my life. There was a time it was a possibility to earn my freedom, but now I kind of think we're probably just going to take it. So.
Well, good luck with that then.
Hmm.
I know that escaping completely from Teventer is difficult. I'm assuming that they probably have a phylactery of your blood, should you ever decide to completely break ties.
Very likely, yes. Very, very likely, yes.
Well, hopefully, the next time I see you, you will be a free woman.
Hopefully.
How? I don't know the inner workings of the wardens. What happens to your mages? Are you legally allowed to collect their phylacteries?
Out of character, I don't know the answer to that question.
Me
I don't know that out
neither!
of character.
I don't remember. I want to say the
I feel
wardens do
like,
keep it, but
they certainly are given amnesty, so I'd
Yeah.
like to believe, I don't remember while playing the Origins game any mention of them taking their phylactery.
no, I don't either.
So I don't know if they have jurisdiction to do that. They do have jurisdiction to pardon them from having to be taken to a circle, but I don't know if they can forcibly take their phylactery from the circle. I don't think they can just do that. So I don't think the treaties go that far, because I believe that when the treaties, I could be wrong, but were the Grey Warden's order made before or after the circle was made? I don't know if it was before or after.
Jeez.
Because if the wardens
No
were
idea.
created before the circle, then there wasn't even a whole idea of a circle to have phylacteries in the first place. So maybe it wasn't even a. For right now, let's.
At
Go
a
ahead.
guess, I think the wardens came first.
The wardens came first.
At a guess.
You know what? Somewhere here I've got a timeline.
Okay. For the time being, unless somebody corrects me, we'll say that they don't have the jurisdiction to just take the phylactery, but for all intents and purposes, you're a free mage under the Great Wardens.
On a weird side note, the Chantry does not have my phylactery because Delwyn and Gweneil kind of destroyed it.
That's right. I thought you said that, but I didn't know.
But that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that another phylactery was made when you became a slave. I think that's-
Right, yeah. The slavers probably have one.
The
but-
slavers probably. Boswick might have it.
Yeah,
He might have it. So
but the Chantry doesn't. Thank
the
you,
Chantry
Delwyn.
doesn't. Thank you, thank you, Delwyn Gwenail.
Yes.
Yep,
thanks.
the first
Sandra's like, thanks.
but the first blight and the creation of the Grey Wardens came before the circles. Yeah.
Okay,
Just to that.
so there probably was nothing in their documentation at the time that had said anything about the phylacteries, so probably don't.
Well, I know Holly would, her thoughts are kind of, I think, more of an exit thought, so,
Okay.
Kimmy, if you have something in the meantime?
I really doubt. Like, I don't see her being super talkative. Just, yeah. She's happy to be here and to see him, but
Right.
I don't see her saying much.
May I make a request, Fergus says?
Of course.
When you come back to visit, do you think you could bring some chocolate?
That's my brother.
As the Darkspawn here have been very accommodating, but unfortunately, chocolate is a very rare commodity, and by rare I mean non-existent.
So at this point, I have to ask, out of character, would Hallie have remembered to bring that one piece of chocolate that she didn't eat the night she found out that Andrea was Andrea? And if so,
The one with the lemon
I'm
berry?
so-
Oh no!
yeah,
The one with the lemon in it.
she didn't know it was spiked. She might just be like, "Here you go."
Forever. Andrea's like, no! No, do it!
If you want to roll to see if you did or didn't,
Why not? This will be fun.
we'll say we'll do a 50%. 50%. Call it before you roll it, please.
Okay. High means she did bring it.
She did bring it. Low means she did not. Okay.
Correct.
50%.
Nope, she
Oh,
didn't.
she-
He lucks out.
Okay. Got it.
Darn.
So that was his question. Do you think you could bring some chocolate?
I will bring all the chocolate I can carry for you. Is that all you want? Just chocolate?
Just, if you see Mother Malal, tell her that I'm doing very well. She actually doesn't know I'm down here with the Darkspawn. I thought it best to not mention that to her. Although she does know that I am alive and well as a Grey Warden.
Aw.
We will keep that legend alive. Will you be alright?
You know me, Hallie. I'll always be alright. Besides, I'm not alone down here.
No. No, you're not.
I am going to continue trying to appeal to my closest colleagues in the Wardens, but just know that that is going to be an uphill climb. I cannot promise you that it will go over very well.
Of course. If I did not have more to do, I would offer myself as assistance immediately.
Of course. In the meantime, I will try to get word to you as soon as we have settled near Orzammar. I'm sure you will take one of the taigs there, and feel free to visit at that point. We will be farther away from Weishaupt, but I think it is necessary.
I would agree. Keep safe, brother.
You too, sister. And you as well, Andrea.
I'll
It's
just
so good to see you.
I'll just squeeze his hand, give him a meaningful look, and then nod. Yep. Good.
He'll pull you in for a hug after you
okay.
squeeze his hand. Not just a nod. He'll pull you in for a hug.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. She will also once hug number 1 is cleared, she will also go in for a hug and then
Yes.
leave in case they need to speak privately or anything.
You will follow him back to Kal-Sharok. It's a day's journey. And Kyne will be able to find an audience again with Paragon-elect Azaharg, who has... I wouldn't say he was necessarily expecting you to come back, but when you arrive, he is going to be sitting in his little chair, or not so little chair, and he says, "Well, well, well. The King of Orzammar has returned. You know there are several people who were worried about you."
Really? Well, that's sweet.
What brings you back here?
Well. You are having a bit of a problem, my good and noble Paragon elects of the esteemed city of Kal-Sharok. Darkspawn, nasty buggers.
Indeed.
And, well, I am delighted to inform you that there'll be no more problems with the Darkspawn.
Really?
Nothing of note.
You were able to take on the source of these talking Darkspawn head on?
He gestures to Gorham to toss the head over.
He tosses it.
It's a brood mother. A dead one.
He stands up, walks over to the head. He picks it up with his very broad fist, his very broad hand. He looks at it. It's disgusting. This brood mother is the architect.
She is the architect of some really nasty looking little children of hers, I'll give you that.
It doesn't quite match the description that I was given. Roll a deception if you'd like, Andrew.
Female. You can tell the difference. Let's hear it.
16. Very nice. I must say, he says, I wasn't expecting for you to do this as expediently, if at all. Perhaps I misjudged you. Maybe your youth and naivety. Perhaps my perceptions of you are misplaced.
Not just of me, I hope, Paragon elect. The dwarves of Orzammar who raise me, support me, they're not, like we spoke of before. They do not close their doors on you. They're still there. And had they known, they'd come to your aid immediately. Well, that's long in the past. Let's look forward. A new future between us. Trade. Sharing of ideas. Let's be honest. We need a few more little dwarven tykes running around, don't we?
Yes, that is always a concern.
Well, let's make it not. Let's make it so we don't have so many dwarves that no blight, no plague, no mad queen, nothing. You can never tear us down again.
I have to admit, Kine, your words are compelling. I needed you to be able to prove that you could walk the walk as well as talk the talk. Seeing that you have also successfully managed to slay this Darkspawn leader, I am a lot more accustomed to listening to what you have to say, for it now bears greater weight. Very well. What you speak sounds pleasing, and I think it will benefit both of us. We can begin hashing out terms to ally Kal-Sharok with Orzammar once again. Just know, though, that the terms will be very light at first. This is a wound that will take a lot more time to heal, but I am willing to at least begin the negotiations with you.
Very glad to hear it. We'll woo you over. You don't have to worry about it. But we'll take our time. We know you're not, you were hurt pretty bad once. But we're not like that anymore. Not at all.
Very well. Let us go and speak further.
And these fine, esteemed gentlemen and ladies were invaluable. Just to note, I would keep an eye on them. They've got a lot of a bright future ahead of them. You'll hear about them again, to be sure.
We shall see. Very well. We
You
shall
should
see.
come up with a group name if you haven't done so already.
Yes. Maybe with the word blazes and ends with something that rhymes with itches. Something that rhymes something that rhymes with itches. I don't know what team name that could be, but
Britches.
Blazes Britches. There we go. Okay.
Let's see to our future, huh?
To the future of the children of the stone. Okay. Wow. Okay, well, going in out of character, I didn't expect you to ally both with both factions. You were able to successfully ally with both factions. Good job.
So Cedric would approach Kenna.
She's just hanging out with Esbjorn.
He would have a very less broody look on his face. Actually, it's actually more of like a kind of like a caring look, which is very odd. And he said, he'll go up and say about what the architect said, that he indirectly started the Fifth Blight.
Aye.
I know about the Avar, at least. I'm not sure about your tribe in particular, but I know that they were hit hard.
Yes, they were. Practically annihilated, I think. I mean, when I saw the architect, and he confirmed it, I'll admit I had to restrain myself not to shoot him. But then I thought that if working with him would stop atrocities like that from happening to other people, then fine, I'll work with him. But yeah, that was hard for me to accept it. But you have to do things that you don't like for the greater good, I guess.
I just wanted to make sure that you were okay. If you ever need to talk, just know that my door is always open.
Appreciate that, Cedric. Thank you.
Of course. And Cedric would take his leave.
Andrew, you're welcome to stick around if you'd like. I don't want to keep you longer, but in case you have to skedaddle, thank you again for joining us today. We had a great time. I know the players.
So amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks for the time.
Yeah, it was great. It'd be really cool if you could stick around for the blog, but if you have other stuff to do, then you don't have to.
Well, maybe get me in on like the first 10-20 minutes of it, and then
Okay.
I can stay around a little bit longer.
Sure. All right.